Allison, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
Were you able to complete that document for today? I think,
Yes, I'm just trying to find which one it was.
yeah, there's so much. It was labeled lesson 2, the stat process and design of studies. Was that the
Okay.
one?
Yes,
Okay, I was making sure I did the right thing.
I did that in the homework because I wasn't sure if we needed both of them done or not, and I figured I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared. I think all we needed was the one though.
Yeah, because I was looking at the instructions for today, and it just had that, so. All right, should be right. And then take the quiz, I guess. That's also what we have to do. Have you heard is everybody else gonna be coming?
I think so. I hope so. I just thought I'm not so great at setting up Zoom, so I thought I'll get on early so that if there were problems,
Yeah,
I could figure it out without
Sure.
taking up so much time. So
yeah, all good.
I hope everyone does.
So if you see my head kind of going back and forth, I have Zoom on my iPad and I have my 2 computer screens up, trying to toggle back and forth between the assignment and stuff. So
You are just fine. I might mute myself at some point. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I've got my kiddos
oh, fun.
coming and going. So some of my kiddos, some of them are at school, so
Yeah, all of ours are in school, so that's nice.
that is
So,
nice.
yeah.
I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old at home, so
Okay, yeah, our 4-year-old's in, she does pre-K 3 days a week. So she goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So,
mine does that in the afternoon, so
okay. It's nice because she goes like full day, like 8:30 to 2:15. So it's kind of nice. Yeah, so the house is quiet for those 3
hours.
days, right? And then the other 3 are, full day stuff. So we have four daughters, and then our oldest is 14. She's a freshman, and then we have one that's 11, and then 7, and then 4. So it's busy.
We seem to have gotten all the boys. I've got 4 boys.
Okay.
4
And
boys,
then-
almost no nephews, so
Okay, got it. So where do you live?
Wellsville, Utah by Logan, so
Okay,
about 45 minutes from the Idaho border.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
We just moved to Texas back in May. So
Wow.
yeah, we were living in North Illinois before that for about 13 years.
We
So
lived in Illinois for about 3 years.
okay, where at?
Down, it's Tremont, so like nobody's heard of it. It's
Okay.
like right smack in the middle between St. Louis and Chicago.
Got it.
So
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. But when my wife works full time, and I'm doing 3 classes this semester, and I work full time too. So
oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm just trying to finish this up. I probably have another like 4 semesters left, I think. If I do 3 class, I mean, if I do 3 classes a semester, so it's kind of like my track right now is just doing 3, and it's gonna be a handful. So
I don't know how you guys do it. That my husband's full-time as well, both.
okay,
I'm full-time school, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it makes not that that's there's still lots to do. But
no,
it's not-
you know what, your job as a full-time mom is extremely busy. My wife was a full-time stay-at-home mom up until just before COVID hit.
Mhm.
and she got to work. Before that, I mean, I can't believe how she was able to, manage 4 kids, and everything else. So,
I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. It is. I've got 2 on the autism spectrum and 1 that we're testing. So
okay,
we're kept busy, but
for
in a
sure.
good way. So
Got it. Oh, so we got Morgan and Tavian.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, Alison.
hi, how are you?
Pardon me. I may not turn on my camera. I'm still on the way on the road.
Oh, you were just fine.
No worries.
Okay.
Is it Tavian?
Say that
Tyven.
again. Okay, time.
Type,
Yeah.
okay.
Good to meet you guys.
You too.
You. Just trying to figure out who. I'm awful with names, so I'm trying to figure out. Is it Cindy? Is that the last one?
Yeah, I think we're just missing 1, I think.
I was a little confused. So this week we're supposed to get done like that first assignment and then go to our group meeting. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah,
That's what we're kind of thinking.
okay.
Cindy. Yeah, the first couple weeks was kind of confusing, trying to figure out everything and get it all straight. And how many classes is everybody else taking this semester?
4.
Yeah.
I'm taking 4.
Or okay.
I've got 5 total, I think.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. That's a lot.
Wow.
I don't do well with math, so I thought I'll do what I absolutely have to.
For sure.
That'll be it.
I'm the same.
Hi, Cindy.
Let's see. Hold on here. Am I unmuted? Let's start my
You
video.
are unmuted.
Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. I have a monitor and I have my laptop, so
All good.
You are just fine.
if I look at my monitor, then I'm not looking at you guys.
So where are you guys from?
Logan, Utah area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We just moved to Texas back in May. Before that, we were in North Illinois for about 13 years. So we're in the heat now. It's really, really hot down here.
Yeah. Can imagine.
How about you?
I'm from Boise, Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Idaho Falls, Ammon. I'm in Ammon, Idaho, so
Is it cold up there today?
it's really cold. We've been beautiful weather so far, and today we're only going to be like 54 for our high. So
That's us down here. I'm
it's
not loving it.
starting. I'm not loving it either. Although the rest of the week's supposed to be like 70, high 70s, so it'll be nice. It'll be good.
Good.
Yeah. I hate math. I'm just going to tell you right now, guys. I'm old and I'm not very smart anymore. I've had a lot of kids and it's killed a lot of brain cells.
We'll get through it.
Fortunately, I have a really smart husband and son that are my 18-year-old still lives at home, and he's like genius math people. So my son, my oldest son, is a PhD student at the Utah State in math and teaches there, and his wife teaches high school math. So I have lots of resources.
Good. Down by us
That's so
then.
nice.
Yeah, you're down there in Logan. I know a few people in Logan.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I'm from California, so I'm not a huge fan of the winters.
No, we'd get out of here if we could. It's my mom still lives here, and so I kind of got to hang
Yes,
around
please.
here. So what's the point of these meetings?
I think it's to go over the assignment.
You guys already like did them, right? You did the
Yes.
assignment? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So,
I-
oh, this is recorded, right? So the teacher's gonna hear this.
Only if he checks it.
Okay.
I think it's mostly just to see if you have any question. And correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, that was kind of how I interpreted it, was you did the work and if you had questions,
Mm-hmm.
this was the place to kind of,
Just ask questions.
is that what everyone else was thinking?
Yeah.
I,
Well, I'm sure
I
it's gonna
think
get
that-
harder, but this week was
Right.
not tough. But
And then I guess too, we're supposed to take this quiz as a group together too.
a group, yes.
So
I guess I
which
didn't-
which can be helpful
Right.
Yeah.
since I
Yeah.
suck at math too.
This isn't real math. This is statistics. That's what I was told.
I've been told that if you struggle with math, that this is the class to take.
Mhm.
My sister-in-law is a CPA and she had to take statistics and she said she struggled with it because she does really well in math, but that everyone that she knew that struggled in math did much better in this than like trigonometry or calculus or anything like that. So,
Okay. So there's hope then.
right?
Well, it can't be harder than this stupid Spanish class I took last semester.
Oh, no.
That was brutal. 4 credits.
4?
4
not
credits for
recommend-
Spanish.
Unless you already speak Spanish, do not take the class because they lie to you. They tell you this is for beginners. This is for people who don't speak Spanish, but everybody in that class went on their mission to somewhere to speak Spanish. So I promise you, it is very hard. And Taven, is that you down there? Taven, I can't read your name. Did I say that right? Do you speak Spanish? Did you go to Mexico or someplace? Spanish speaking mission?
You're muted.
Sorry. No, I've yet to serve a mission. So
Mhm. I'm sorry, that was rude of me to even presume that you did, but you kind of laughed, so I thought maybe that you had.
oh
Like-
yeah. Well, I took German in high school and it was much easier, but I can't imagine like trying to learn a language in college.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. How many people are in our group?
I
So
think
we're all,
us.
This is it.
we're all here.
I guess.
Yeah, everybody's here.
How come we can't see Morgan?
He's driving, right, Morgan?
Oh. I was gonna say, I got up,
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't
That's
put on
correct.
makeup. I have to be here. Everybody has to be here.
No, I think you're heading back. So,
I don't expect the makeup, Morgan, but I mean,
I'm going home. When I get home, I'll set up properly.
no worries.
Thank you for understanding.
So I guess, did anyone, before we, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was probably gonna ask the same question that you were gonna ask, Allison.
Did anyone have questions on the assignment?
I actually haven't done it yet, so
No worries.
want all the answers?
I wouldn't object.
It's not that hard.
You know what?
They actually give you all the answers
They
pretty much.
do. And I went back to make sure, and I think I had a teacher last semester for one of my classes that was a little bit nitpicky on if you had enough written and enough detail. And so I wrote like paragraphs for some of mine. And I went back and they were like 1 sentence.
Yeah.
Caesar degrees, people.
I heard that quote for the first time last semester. I'm like, what? Like, oh,
Big
okay.
degrees.
I got a B in my Spanish class, and I'm just not stressing about the grade thing, you know. And maybe some of you it's really important, and that's like I'm a psychology major, and so I get it. I know there's a lot of people that really struggle with perfectionism and need that A.
I've
But-
spent years
okay.
telling, my oldest is 8, and our saying is you do your best and forget the rest. And I was struggling last semester. I don't remember what it was on. And my kiddo came in and told me that. He's like, you tell us that. So do you really believe it? And I was like, oh, shoot. But
Yeah.
my
I'm the
husband
same.
is in pre-vet. And so I think his stressing over having to do well to get into vet school is
Fair,
carrying
yeah.
on.
Is that a doodle?
It is a doodle.
Oh,
We raise Australian Labradoodles.
He's our COVID dog.
Yeah.
He keeps me company while my wife's in the office working and the kids are at school. So
For anxiety dog, I've got 2 of these doodles. They've got haircuts
Oh.
recently, so they are very short, but because she gets matted. But this is one of the babies. Mama's downstairs sleeping with the son. We've had her, 3 years ago she had the first litter, but we've had a couple litters. They're awesome. Like, why'd you pick me up? Oh, go back to your chair. Okay, well,
do you want me,
what's next?
do you want me to share the screen?
yeah, somebody
Or-
needs to share that quiz because if I go to it, I'm gonna lose my, well, maybe not, but
You are just fine, and I will probably have to switch windows because I think, nope, I'm on the right one. Yes. I'm one of those people that has 20 windows typically, so.
I do
Yeah.
too.
This is what we're supposed to finish, right? Okay, just making sure I'm not messing everyone up. Okay. Okay. I completed the individual preparation, and like he said, I'm only submitting it for me, so
Right.
obviously everyone will have to submit, and you can do it now or whenever. I don't really care, whatever works for everyone. So completed the individual preparation, participated. I love that everyone's here. Sorry, I just have to throw that out. I've had a lot of groups where 2 people showed up and it was a group of 5 or 6. So it's nice that everyone can mark that.
It's
this
the
time.
first week, so don't be too excited yet.
You know what though? I had a group last semester. We worked all semester, and our teacher had assigned us into groups, which maybe that's why it works, because we all got to pick our groups. We know
Uh-huh.
what time works best for us, but from the very beginning, we had 2 people that didn't show up, and they didn't show up the rest of the semester.
Oh, really? That's disappointing. No, it's nice to meet people, and it's good to have somebody to ask questions of. I think that is outside. My husband makes me cry when we do math together, so I usually try to go to all my other sources before I go to him, because like he doesn't understand how to like simplify it to my level. And so you guys might be my best resource. That's, kids are busy, blah, blah, blah. But there's going to be a couple of times I might not be able to be, we travel quite a bit. And so like next Monday, our flight, I think we land at 9:30 in Provo. So if I'm on, I'll probably be in the car, like working on my stuff. So anyway.
No worries. And these are all recorded. So if there are questions, I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you'd rather just keep it. I know when I was looking at ways to stay in contact. People did like group me's and, oh shoot, what's the other one? Can't remember what it's called.
Like the Canvas email.
The
Yeah,
Canvas.
emails fine.
WhatsApp.
Text is fine too if we want to start a text group.
I just,
Um,
if we wanted, we don't have to, obviously, that's not required, but I just thought if we ever had questions in between meetings, or if we couldn't make it to a meeting, that
Yeah,
would be a nice way to stay in contact if we needed it. If what we're doing works for everyone, I'm fine with that. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
are you guys thinking then Mondays and Wednesdays at 10? Is that I kind of skimmed the emails. I was like, I know it's Monday at 10, that's all I know, but so
I'm okay with that.
Mondays and
Yeah,
Wednesdays
that's
at 10.
fine.
I think 10 is ideal.
I like that it gives us a full 24 hours before we have to turn in, because I think this is due by tomorrow.
Yeah,
So I like that if you're ever on the call but not able to be on the computer, I like that I have time to personally.
Yeah. That's good.
that's fine. So whatever works for everybody's fine.
Sorry, I'm just nosy and I want to know.
Oh, there's like 15 questions.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
why you said it took longer. Okay. Do you want me to read it or do we want to just read it ourselves?
Read it.
Okay. Researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after class helps students perform better on exams than if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
Design the study.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I think that's it. I think that's design.
Morgan, where are you from?
Nigeria.
I was gonna say, I hear honking. That sounds like Kenya to me when I was there.
Oh no,
People don't honk at
Oh,
each
okay.
other here in the US like they do over there.
over here. Yes, you're right.
That's how they talk
They
to
honk
each
a
other,
lot
is with
here.
their horn. They drive around and they just honk, and that means like, hi, how are you doing?
I think it
Get
means
out of my
leave the way I'm coming. Yeah, exactly. That's what works.
And they
honk
don't
a
drive
lot
on the
here.
road in Kenya. I don't know about Nigeria, but they don't drive on the road in Kenya. They just go around everybody out into the fields and until they find a spot to get back in.
Into
was
the road.
crazy.
That's exactly what they do here.
I have never been in scared for my life as I was there driving in a car.
It's scary here, really. It is.
You got to know what you're doing.
Somehow you just have to do the right thing. For us, I just learned to do the right thing.
Yeah,
And keep myself safe. That's the basic thing.
that's right. That's right.
And observe properly and carefully, because sometimes you while you drive for yourself, you also drive for the other person. I think we just presume that the next person it's maybe not so well in the head, but and help him.
That's
and
right.
help him do. And so somehow the whole idea is just to keep ourselves safe. They honk a lot here, like you said, really too much.
One of these days, you'll have to just turn your camera on and show everybody what it looks like where you're driving.
Okay,
But be
okay,
safe.
I guess
Don't
I'll
do it
do
if
it
it's not
someday.
safe. Not safe. So
Okay. The next one, a researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watch each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply?
Describe the data.
Yeah, describe.
Yes.
The reason I said so, it's because of the histogram. If you just collected data, I would have said data collection. That's a collection of data, but she made a histogram, so she described the data.
I agree. I think you're right on that one.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship because I'm like, well, she's kind of doing a lot of them, but do you mean the last one? Okay. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is
The entire citizens of Mumbai.
Yeah, the population is the citizens. The 1,049 would be the sample.
yes. I got that wrong on the test the first time. The homework test that's due, I think, Saturday.
Which you already took and it's Monday.
I have a crazy end of this week, and
Yeah.
Saturday is just, I try getting my homework done by Friday night so that my weekends are for my kids. So I've got 4 kiddos at home, so I try to make weekends our time.
You're smart. No, you're
No.
good.
It's not
I'm
perfect.
not criticizing it. It's like, that's awesome.
It doesn't always work out. That sounds better. Like it makes me look better, but it doesn't always work that way.
Like it.
Okay, I think this one's the same. It just wants the sample,
Yeah.
which
So the sample is.
Ivan, you said the 1049, right?
Yeah.
Was it you? Okay. Okay, studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 40% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting? It's quantitative, right?
Numbers, yeah.
That'll be my guess too.
Okay.
Wait, what was 7? Is that the same question?
I think so. I think this one, he then, it's after the 6th day, your teacher asks if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. He then asks you, or records your response as yes, no, not sure. What type of data is your teacher collecting? So categorical, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 15 minutes. Sorry, I just got new glasses and my eyes are still adjusting to them. 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. This group is called the That's the control group, right?
Control, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, a census, a mailed survey asking people whether or not they received the tuberculosis vaccine, or administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving a placebo.
Administering.
Administering the tuberculosis. That's
Awesome.
We should just go back and rewrite this all with COVID.
Right.
I don't think they realized when they were writing this several years ago that would actually be an issue.
In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts of Mumbai, all of the workers in one working district of Mumbai, every 10th worker that you meet as you travel the streets of Mumbai, or all the female workers.
Well, that's not the right answer. I'd go with the first one.
That's what
many random selected workers on each of the working districts.
Perfect. You want to become the next Jonas Salk? Is that how you pronounce it? Does anyone know?
Yeah, oh, it doesn't matter.
And produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory
RSV.
Thank you. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subjects? The children, right?
Yes.
Same question, but what are the treatments? The administrators.
The vaccine and the placebo.
Awesome. Thank you, Morgan. Okay, 2 more questions. In 1992, the US government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of US citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following 3 groups. Number 1, the MTO Low Poverty Voucher LPV group, which receives Section 8 certificates or vouchers, usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. Number 2, the traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance from the PHAs, the local public housing authorities. And number 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers, but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. The study was an experiment, an observational study, or neither. It's an experiment, right?
I think it's an observational study.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, maybe observational study, because they're just.
I just didn't know, were they handed out the vouchers and provided for the very.
Well, they were randomly assigned to 3 groups, right?
Yeah.
So
I thought
So
that if there was a control group, that it was an experiment. Is that wrong though?
experiment, it's controlled to some
Yeah,
extent.
actually, you're right. I think you're right on the experiment, because in an observational study, they don't have a control group. Right?
Yeah, so
Right.
it's simply observe what happens without controlling the conditions.
Yeah, and in this case, they are controlling it by not giving they're controlling who gets which vouchers and
Oh,
also the group that
there's
doesn't. get-
actually a control group. So I think
Yeah.
it's an experiment. There's actually a control group. Say the
Yeah.
control group, which receive no certificates. So
Okay.
I think it's experimental.
Yeah, did I say observational study? I meant experiment. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're just fine. It was kind of, that one was a little bit tough. Okay, our last question. Oh. We're matching the following. Collecting data,
Oh.
taking action, designing the study, describing the data, and making inferences.
Wait, we're matching it to
To which
the drop
steps?
down. Oh, okay.
1, 2,
We'll design the studies one. Collect the data 2.
describe the data as 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make inference 4.
4
And then
Take
take
action.
action.
is 5.
Okay,
Hey, so I had a question about number 13.
okay,
So when it said, what are the treatments
mhm,
at the very end, the definition, the definition of treatment is group that receives a procedure or treatment. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay,
So then wouldn't it be the children?
but it said also procedure or
So,
treatment.
the
Vaccines
Oh,
is-
okay.
yeah, the children are the experimental units, but the treatments are
Yeah.
what they were given.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, awesome.
we hit submit.
Submit. Maybe if my computer wants to work with me. Sorry, they just put in new internet and it's being really, really, really slow. Awesome, 100%. Okay. And then if anyone wasn't able to do it just now, does anyone know? Because I've never recorded something. Does it give me a link at the end, or if you click the link that I posted, will it just automatically take you to the recording?
You're gonna get a link.
Okay,
You go into my recordings in your
Zoom account.
yeah,
Okay,
Zoom,
awesome.
and it's there.
Okay, so I'll post that. So if anyone wasn't able to be on their computer right now, if you wanted to go through all the answers, they'll be there. So.
Okay.
I
Thank
think
you.
that's
So
it, though.
the quiz for the homework, was that the same thing that we just did, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't have the first 2 questions of obviously did you
Yeah.
participate, but it's basically the same questions. Which that one's not due, if I remember correct. Yeah, it's not due until Saturday. Both of the homework quizzes aren't due until Saturday. Which didn't make sense.
I was getting excited when I saw 2, section 2, and I thought, oh, that's it for the week. This is so great. 'Cause I thought 3 was week 3. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, no, there's another.
Oh,
So we'll meet again
There's
on
more.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
But that wasn't so bad. I mean, a half hour,
No,
getting it all
good.
taken care of. I'm okay with that. So, all right, well, I will end it then, and then I'll upload that and put that on the discussion, and guess I'll see you guys Wednesday, same time.
Wednesday
Sounds
at
good.
10.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.